Hi, it's James Packham from Harcourts Packham, and I wanted to give you a brief wrap of what's going on in the real estate market, just at a very high level. Now, in May, property prices continued to increase here in South Australia. They went up 1.8%. So if you consider the median house price, it means that the average dwelling increased in value $12,000 month on month. So we continue to be classified as a high demand, low supply marketplace, and I don't see those conditions changing anytime soon. Renewal SA, which is the government department responsible for the repurposing and reuse of government-owned and controlled assets, has some very large projects in the works which are going to make a lot more land and residential housing supply available. They're doing a very large greenfield development out in Aldinga. They're about to redevelop the old West End Brewery site outside the CBD. They're about to redevelop the Keswick Barracks on Anzac Highway. They've got a big project down in Osborne, as well as many others. We've also got large private developers doing such projects as Riverlea, Seacliff Village, the Lacornu sites in Forestville and in North Adelaide. So all of that is going to become available to the South Australian market in the coming years, and that should help a great deal. But I actually think that even when we cure the shortage of available land, we're still going to have ongoing supply chain issues with the cost and availability of construction materials and skilled labour. One thing which often isn't discussed, which is contributing to the housing crisis, is the average number of people that reside in your standard dwelling. We used to talk about a traditional household as 3.5 or 4 people, but that number of occupants per dwelling's been slowly reducing over the last few decades, and that reduction's very much accelerated following COVID. So now we have an average of 2.52 people per dwelling. What that means is, even if there were no change in the population, we would now be taking up a larger volume of homes to accommodate the same amount of people. But of course, we have actually had really strong net migration into South Australia, and so the demands on our housing continues to remain very, very high. Because the housing crisis has been such a hot and contentious topic for some time, we know that coming into the next election, all of the political parties are going to be putting forward really strong campaigns centred around how they intend to resolve the housing crisis. So that's going to be very, very interesting to watch, and should affect some positive change in the marketplace as well. Now, if you're anything like the people I'm talking to, they're identifying that there's just not a lot of homes available to buy in the market. But don't be worried, we can register you as a buyer in our database, show you off-market opportunities. A very measurable number of the properties that we sell here at Harcourts Packham never even get to the open market, and we can take your details into the database and share those early bird opportunities with you. And of course, if you're thinking about selling, statistically speaking, there's never been a better time to achieve the premium price for your property. So if you have any questions or you want to have a chat, feel free to reach out to myself or any of our team here at Harcourts Packham. We stand by ready to help.